Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh geez, that lineup. Rip.
All right, stream's on. Let me spread this around. Okay. So hello and good evening, everyone, on a late Sunday night. Well, it's not that terribly late. It's only 8 minutes to 9 o'clock. But welcome to Win or Die Gaming, and welcome to the T8 Frontlines tournament. We have a match with 300 and DS, which is a very interesting match. It's probably one of the more interesting matches in the tournament. I am joined tonight by my co-host, my color commentator, my teammate, my buddy. I'm so legit. Thank you for being here, my guy. How do you think this is going to go tonight?
Well, you don't get to see much of either of these teams. DS, I've only really noticed them in pubs, so it's very interesting to see what they're gonna bring to the table tonight. 300, well-known clan. Uh, by judging just by the looks right now, they do have some very good players. I know DS, they're not terrible players, and I have seen some of them in pubs, but you can't really judge someone from a pub, right? Um, but I'm hoping for it to be a close game, and I've talked to some other people, like King Angel, and he also hopes it's going to be a close game. He said it's going to be an interesting one to watch, so hopefully he is watching tonight.
Yeah, it's really probably one of the more interesting matches that we have in Win or Die, or at least in this T8 Frontlines tournament, because you have two clans here. Both of them are pub stomping conquest platoons. I've run into DS quite a bit, and don't slap the tag of pub stomp on them way too quickly. And of course, this is their first competitive go at things. This is their first tournament, so of course you are going to have that inexperience, or rather the experience difference between the two platoons kind of come into play here. But it's really interesting because you have two pub stomping conquest platoons just going at it in a game mode that is not conquest, and that kind of just kind of geeks me out a little bit because it's not often that you have some teams like this finding themselves in this kind of tournament. And I'm not quite sure how to think about what to think about that. I know that 300 has been around a lot longer, and they probably have a little bit of an advantage in the experience factor here as we're getting a restart in the server. But I don't know how to call this match because it's something that we haven't really seen before. And it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top because both of these teams, I think this is their first go at competitive officially in an official tournament. 300 has played a couple of scrims, and I know that DS has played at least one or two in preparation for this tournament. But this is, for all intents and purposes, these two teams' first go at things.
Right. Also, that's a little bit of a throwback to Wham's day. I know that they have dabbled a little bit in Frontlines, but primarily they were known as a huge operations platoon.
Yep. Yes, we were.
And I know Wham had a very tough time. I know that they played PT in the T12 Conquest that Winter Die had a long time ago, but it's a little bit of a throwback.
Yeah, it is really. And, I found it funny that 300 decided not to play in that Conquest tournament as it looks like the teams are a bit scrambled here. I'm just going to check the Discord to make sure that stuff is going okay. Yeah, but I found it very, very funny that that 300 did not play in the Conquest tournament, but they're playing in the Frontlines tournament, which maybe it says that they weren't ready for competition then, and maybe they feel like they're ready for competition now. I don't know. What do you think about that?
It's gonna be. They could have not been ready during that time, or they could have just been a little scared about the teams. I don't really know what, but You know, this late in the game, a lot of people are just playing with everyone, and they're really only doing it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of the well-known teams that were very top tier during the life cycle of Battlefield 1 do not play anymore. You get these teams, and, you know, I wish I would have been able to participate in the first season of BFN or the second season of BFN.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these teams come in and they think that they're the best teams, but they have no idea what's in store for them, as many older seasoned Battlefield 1 comp players have mentioned.
Which is,
Some including being on Wham.
well, yeah, which that being said, I think that does definitely add to why maybe these teams are starting to come out of the wet work now. Sure, they're incredibly late, but if you're not looking to get completely overwhelmed by a lot of the teams that were playing Battlefield even as long as 6 months ago at this point, you really don't want to come out and, you know, get your booty kicked, you know, all the time against those big teams. So now that you're at the end of the game, you're in a similar group of teams where you're still trying to, you know, stick your pinky toe in the proverbial competitive water and trying to figure it out, but you're in the same boat as a lot of other teams, so that really makes for a good competition that's not so lopsided. And I think that's something special that about this match, and as I've said before, is that these two teams have not played a competitive match strictly like in a tournament. Like, it's not just for a scrim, it's not for funsies. This is the real deal. This is a single elimination game. Everything is on the line here. They have not been in this environment before, and that's got to be scary. It's got to be also very exciting. So that it's really a nice position to be in, legit, where you recognize that yes, this is for fun. Yes, this is late game, you know, training or whatever. But you are not necessarily the only people that are trying to figure this thing out.
Right. Well, I'm looking right now, so I don't know if DS is going to restart the server, but they're already on. Oh, looks like they are restarting the server because I saw them on that Charlie flag, while 300 was just casually just killing themselves in the spawn. Now, going over the roster a little bit, I saw some recognizable names for 300 that are playing in this tournament besides actual 300 people. Tammy has made appearances before. I know he played for us in EV, and he's a phenomenal player. Stormslayer has come out of the wet work there. I know he's been really active in the Discord recently for Win or Die.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson, I've seen before. He's a good player.
Yes, he is.
Demon, I have a little bit of a past history with him, so I don't want to dabble too much into it.
Don't be toxic now.
I do not agree with some of the things he says because it just brings me back to number one cutie, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, other than that, DS looks like they do have some players that I've run into, and they're not bad players, but
right.
you can't really judge them in a pub. Like
right, and that's what I was saying is, oh no, it looks like the teams are scrambled again. Looks like looks like the server's having a couple of issues right now. Let me just check on this.
I mean, we could always offer up the Wham server.
We could, but I don't know if the maps are the same at this point.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to switch it out.
Okay, and it looks like maybe one person is missing on the side of 300 here.
It looks like oh, who is it? I don't know.
let me tell them if the teams
300.
are hold on. And it looks like 300 has spawned in. And it looks like DS is slowly spawning in behind them. So here we go. A little bit of a janky start there. And because due to some server issues, we'll make sure that is fixed the next time over. So we're going to hop on with Shangyang. He's going to go straight onto the tracks. He's going to try and get an early position. Try and figure out where the people are. He's going to take some pop shots with the Hellregal in the middle of the street. But you're not really going to pick off many people from there, as DS is actually going to strike first. Lieutenant, I can't repeat that name. He is going to get an early kill on Reaper, and looks like DS did get a team kill there. Of course, friendly fire is on. We are playing by the T8 ESB Frontlines rule set, so that is no paid DLC. That is a lot of the grenades out of the game besides frag and gas, and that does mean that friendly fire is on, and there was an early casualty there. As it does look like DS is going to get the early jump on 300 here. This is actually kind of surprising. It's about the other way that I thought this was going to go.
First aid, get past up.
Yeah, I saw some questionable things from DS. Normally you don't see any team rush up the middle, but for some reason it just worked out very well. As you can see right now, Alpha J is just positioned all the way up into 300 spawn, just laying down the fires. 300 are stuck on DS's spawn side alleyway as they're just clearing 300 right off the flag without a problem.
He's hit!
And Demon found himself in a corner, was able to take out one, but he got taken out by the tip afterwards. And you're right, 300 was just camped in that one room, or rather by choice or by, I guess maybe sheer luck, for at least if you're a fan of DS, that they were all grouped in that one part. As it looks like Seanyoung's going to try and get back into this one, but he's going to take fire from Lieutenant up here as he is going to try and close that off. He's going to be peeking that doorway, and he's guaranteed he's not going to look at it. He's going to find somebody out there. He's going to get a one-quick kill. He's going to, that was on Grinder there.
Seanyoung gets taken out by his own man. Gil.
And Lieutenant is just holding down up on that. And he's going to make the smart play here. He's going to retreat because he was about to get overwhelmed. He's going to get another position, and he's going to get another kill on Seanyoung there as he got, I guess, heroic revived, or I don't know if it's a panic revive or whatever it is, but it looks like 300 for their roster is they're struggling a whole lot right now. And maybe makes you question the kind of chemistry issues that may be going on here, as DS is going to strike first, and they are going to take the first flag, and Seanyoung just killed his teammate with dynamite. We're going to have to tell him that dynamite is a no-go.
I think the biggest problem with this Catalyst is that it's not the roster per se, because on paper they do have the better roster. It's just that they might not be accustomed to Frontlines, and the fact that they're not used to that team kill aspect being a part. You know, you can't just throw a grenade and have your squad mate there in this type of game mode, because, you know, you're just literally setting your team up for failure. As DS rolls on to Bravo flag, literally only Demon being on the flag as they're setting up shop to clear 300 off of it.
And Seanyoung just killed somebody with dynamite, so I think that's that if he doesn't stop using it, that is definitely grounds for a forfeit, because dynamite is banned in this rule set, unfortunately for him, and that's kind of upsetting because he is the leader of 300. I think he should know better about that. But one thing, back to the game here, one thing I have not seen legit is a tank for the side of 300.
Right, I don't know if they have a tanker. Maybe they just hope to maybe beat them just based on infantry. Maybe they're trying to pull what us Wham did against, I don't even remember who we were playing the other day. But, TDR, right, I forgot. But, because we have a few scrims during the day. Maybe they're just trying to pull what Wham did and say, hey, we could beat these guys without a tank, too.
Well, either way, it doesn't look like anybody is really going after Alpha Joyce. He's basically having his way with the entire 300 side here. His Demon was going to try and take a crack shot on him, and here comes Seanyoung in the tank, actually. That answers our question, as he's going to push up right over here. He almost runs over his teammate. He's going to try and get some shots off on Alpha Joy, and Lieutenant over there peeking out the door with his BAR, and Alpha Joy's going to have to retreat and fight for another day, as we are going to hop on with KCPR. I can't believe I got that right in the first try, but he's going to go over down the speed street. He's going to try and see a tank, and he's going to mark it and run away. He does not want any part of that. He's going to be peeking this coffee shop area here, as it does look like 300 is finally getting their wits about them, as somebody goes down in front of him. I think that might have been Ryder, as Demon and Vicious Shooters are coming around and mopping up this entire... What a play by Demon Tichondrius there. He just came right behind everybody.
Wow.
Monster play there by Demon.
300 is really doing a lot better with that tank. That's just crazy. You know, DS looked like they had the advantage on that flag. They were set up. They almost had taken it. Seanyoung had spawned that tank, and that just literally spawned the whole team with 300. To get that willpower, get on the flag, and just clear them out. Good play.
It really shows you how much. It really shows you how much of a difference a tank can actually make, whether you're using one or whether yours is down or whatever the case may be. As Lieutenant is back up on this right side over here, making sure that nobody comes down. Waffleman's with a cheeky peek. I didn't know that DS knew how to peek, but hey, this is their first comp match, so you'd be surprised about a lot of things. As Lieutenant sparks Reaper coming across the tracks. Oh, out in the open, a bizarre play there. I don't know if he knew that people were so pushed up, but he was just running out in the open there, and DS is literally walking, well, I shouldn't say walking over because we are back at center flag, but they are really heavy in the kill advantage right now, and that's not something that I was expecting with the roster that 300 has. I was expecting a whole bunch more kills on the side of 300.
Right. I'm very surprised at the outcome of this match right now. I know it's a little early in the game, but based on 300's already forfeited the map. I mean, Sean Young has used dynamite twice, so I believe in rules. Even if you just use it once, that's a forfeit of this round. But I guess they're just gonna try to prove a point. Even if they forfeit the round, they could still win.
And of course, with the T8 Frontlines rule set, you play both sides at halftime. So there is a way to nullify this, as it looks like more members of 300 are throwing out dynamite. That is not allowed, as I'm going to repeat myself here. Very unfortunate, especially if you're 300, you're saying you're getting momentum and then you start throwing out dynamite. You're not supposed to be doing that. But as I was saying, you do play both sides, so if 300 were to take MCOMs on the second side of this map, that would nullify the forfeit, and then it would be down to the final two maps, which I'm not quite sure what they are.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the Discord right now, make it known that 300 has forfeited round 1 for using dynamite. Oh, I just saw a limpet. I'm pretty sure limpets are not allowed in T8 ESP rules as well.
Yes, that's what Ryder just texted in the chat of my own, and this is quite. I'm gonna just be frank about it. I told both teams very early on, I said, make sure that you know the rule set, make sure you know what you're doing, and I thought 300 was going to be better about this. I honestly thought that they were. You know, they've been around a long time, they know what these rule sets are, they shouldn't be breaking the rules like this. I'm personally very disappointed, and I know that I'm supposed to be unbiased as a caster, but that's really just... And that's stupid that this even has to happen, especially when you beat it into people. This is the rule set. This is what you're allowed to use. This is what you're not allowed to use. And it's a very common rule set.
ESB being some of the, or regarded by many as the best rule set, regardless of whether some people think it's not. Very interesting to see that it's just being taken advantage of.
And there was a map reset, apparently.
I do not know what has happened.
Oh, but well, I mean, they forfeited round 1, so I think they're just trying to get it together.
Maybe both teams agree to play round 1. I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm checking.
I believe 300 might be just trying to get a reset because they did not have a tank for a good few minutes.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about this.
Again, we'd like to thank everyone for being in the stream tonight.
Yes, absolutely. We're making sure that everything is together. And it does look like actually the teams have spawned on the correct sides.
Oh.
Or not the correct sides, but they have spawned all together, I should say, because I remember at the beginning of the round both teams were scrambled and that caused a little bit of confusion. So, if you're just joining us now, 300 has forfeited the first side of the first map because they were using banned gadgets. And, of course, we apologize for this. We always hope that we have a very stiff competition and that these type of wins don't happen this way. I think forfeit wins are the worst kinds of wins that you can receive, and, of course, they're the worst ways that you can lose. So we are heading into the second side of map 1. So now that 300 has forfeited the first map, if they do go to MCOMs and destroy DS's MCOMs on this map, they will nullify this forfeit and will be a tie on this map. And then we will go to the second and third map. But based on what we've seen so far, legit, DS I think has an advantage, and it's very surprising.
Right. I know it's a little too early to tell. Maybe 300 will pull something out. 300 has actually decided to elect an anchor, so maybe it was a little bit of a confusion between their players about who's grabbing the tank, or if they could just pull it out without, or just not using it.
And it looks like 300 has decided to pull towards the right side again. A majority of their players are on this right side, and Tammy is actually going on a flank here. Oh, I just missed it. Excuse me. Going on a flank all the way around to the backside with the auto-loading extended. Going to take a quick peep. The tank is coming in. He's going to try and work his way up there. And Stormslayer actually sliding in. He is going to get a melee kill. That felt like it was slow motion there for a while. He slid in and then nothing happened. That was a great kill there by Stormslayer. As Tammy, not effective with the flank, but I suppose that if somebody was there, that would have been a fantastic play on his part, as Ryder is all alone over here as the majority of DS is wiped at the moment. He's going to take some pop shots at somebody over on the bridge. There's a couple people on the bridge, and he's going to get one kill. I wasn't quite sure. I think that was on Stormslayer, but it looks like 300's tanks. I think that's Sean. He is pushed way up on this point here. He's over on the other side, or I guess on DS's spawn side of the bridges. Oh my goodness, the tank is doing his best Fast and Furious impression.
It's interesting to see that DS tanker just rolling off the like Sean Young being very aggressive with that tank. I would definitely not. Oh, Sean Young is down.
And he actually bails out of the tank, so DS actually has. Oh, wow. That's the inexperience right there of DS, not realizing that the tanker bailed out of his tank. They could have had a 2-tank on none advantage, and if that had happened legit, that map might have been over right away, because it is so hard to come back from having a tank stolen on you in a T8.
Wow. Well, first things first, Sean Young pushed up way too far. I'm go ahead and say that with experience too, he wasn't using the right setup for the tank. Arguably, flanker for the light tank is the best class to use on that tank. As Sean Young goes up onto Charlie flag, turns the corner, and instantly gets taken out by the tip. It looks like 300 had that advantage on Charlie flag, Callus, but they were just too aggressive and just got wiped out.
And I don't know if that's a product of just not knowing your game mode and not knowing that the tank is the most vital. Well, I mean, I wouldn't think that it would take a lot to understand that the tank is the most vital part of the game. You know, keeping your tank is so alive, and now I think there is, oh yeah, Alpha J for DS has survived, and he's pushing up on the right side over here. He's going to see Fort Tammy down this hallway, and Fort Tammy is going to run for his life down the other way, saying no thank you. As Alpha gotta be careful, as he almost ran over his own man there. He's gonna take some more shots down the hallway, but it is 1 tank to none, and it looks like we're finding ourselves in a similar position here as when we started legit on the first side of the map, and it looks like more or less DS still has the advantage, which again, oh, and Rinder just waited for him to come in right there, getting an easy kill with the MP18 optical. He's going to continue to peek that. It's a very, very nasty head, which it's very hard to overcome, especially because that's one of the main routes that you take to get to the next objective, as it does look like DS has a full tank, or excuse me, a full flank behind. Looks like the tip coming from Ruins. He's going to get taken out by Demon Tichondrius off for spawn. And Demon's going to try and push up over towards Overwatch here. There is a man there for him. That's Tammy. I think I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It looks like 300 is going to take over this point, but there is somebody coming behind. I'm not sure who that was. That's UNC, and he gets taken out by Fort Tammy. And it looks like Tammy is going to go kill hunting here. He's going to make sure that everybody is out of the spawn, and from what I can tell, nobody else is there. We're hopping on with Demon again. He's going to run into one, and he's going to get 2 kills there. They stacked up on him, and Demon all alone by himself. There is one more on the other side of the trolley, and he is peeking in. That's easy pickings right there. Made himself way too exposed there on the side of the trolley there. His Demon's actually going to go on a backflank here. DS has no idea that he's coming, and there is nobody watching this. It looks like Lieutenant is going to get an easy kill, and he might run. Oh, and no, Demon's coming on him again. 1, 2, 3 kills, and then there's more. He's going to go prone. Oh, and Demon almost. Almost another incredible play in the same exact spot that he got an incredible push last time.
Demon is definitely being the MVP for 300 this round. I just lost for words about how DS could just all run up the same way. 300 completely unopposed to them there, as DS could have easily taken out that 300. They were not watching their flanks at all. I don't know what's going on with 300, but they really got to get it together.
And it looks like a
As
majority of them are actually pushing off the burn here. That's a mistake that's very easy to make in TA, trust me, I know.
Right.
Especially when you're used to playing those large game modes, those T12s, those T16s, as it looks like majority of 300 is already, it's almost like they're trying to preemptively get a nice push over on the C objective. It looks like DS is going to let them have it as Sean Yun's coming back in his tank. And Alpha J has not died yet. He is only 5-0 in the tank, but that tank has made all the difference. Maybe if he was just a little bit more aggressive with the light tank, DS might have been able to take that over.
Sean Young has decided to switch up his variant. Gone for flanker. I don't know if he's watching the stream right now. Oh! Sean Young gets almost taken out by a landmine in his own spawn.
Interesting placement. Yeah, DS is using landmines to great their own strength. As I was spectating the tip while you were telling me, and he's got a Hellregal aimed at a landmine on the door as if it were dynamite. That is something that I cannot say I have seen, and that might actually be pretty ingenious if this works. You know, Tip is going to be holding up in that little Overwatch area, just waiting for somebody to come through. And you know, this is a give or take situation. There's a very low chance that nobody comes through that door at all. Is Tip firing blank shots at the ghost that he heard in his room last night down the hallway? There's nobody there. Oh, hey, never mind. There is a bunch. There's a bunch of people there. His demon is coming across into that room, and he's going to run in. Spots the... Yeah, he's probably wondering why there's 18 mines in the house, and I don't blame him there, as he's going to try and get a shot off on the tank there, and he's going to...
Oh, wow. Sean gets taken out by two of the DS guys, Ryder and Scorpion, as they flank back through Charlie flag. Scorpion takes out Demon, as looks like 300 has the advantage right now on the flag. They are all piled up in that spot. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to make a play for that tank, but that tank, oh my god, he is doing a piece of work right now on that flag.
And he's in a pretty precarious situation here, as Alpha is going to have to panically back up, and he is one shot, and it looks like, I don't know who that was that just got taken out. Didn't get taken out by the
Sean
tanker.
Young, I believe.
We are being pushed
on
back.
the railroad. I believe it was Sean Young.
It might have been, but 300 actually did get the cap there. So 300 for whatever for whatever they've been doing, it's been working as they're, starting to take control. But I tell you what, if Xiangyun gets his act together in the tank and he starts to play a little bit more careful, this game might go faster for them. And remember, they did forfeit round 1 for using illegal gadgets, so 300 does have to destroy both MCOMs, or at least get a flag majority on this map to win it and nullify.
I think another big problem for 300 is they're so used to not only conquest, but large-scale conquest, right? And since this is a T8, this is heavily focused. We only have 2 squads. Everyone's in the same party. We only have 2 squads. If you don't have that squad coordination, it's not going to end very well for you, right?
Oh my god! Lieutenant destroying Crimson from the other side of the map with the bar storm. That is disgusting.
Looks like BS has the majority on this flag, as 300 goes for the back flank from Echo side. Crimson and Demon holding that as they clear out that backside. Scorpion having trouble in the center, gets taken out. 300 have cleared the flag. Good play. Ryder down along the far alley. Demon has him in his sight. Oh, and they just get wiped out. Now DS is making a play from the blue doors. They have 3. Sean Young coming in. Sean Young gets taken out. Alpha J going up main road. Storm Slayer trying to hold it down. The Storm Slayer is getting overrun. The 3v1 situation. Oh wow, make that 4 now. The Storm Slayer gets taken out through smoke.
I'm sorry, I just got word that 300 are used an AT grenade, and it didn't kill anybody. So as I was saying to the DS guys, you know, if it kills somebody, that is calls for a forfeit. But if it just damages the tank, you know, that really could be treated as a mistake, and it's very hard to prove that it was intentional.
First aid, use it.
It's very unfortunate, and again, it's very troublesome for 300 because how would you like to lose both sides of the first map just because of forfeit because you don't know the rules?
Right, and I understand where DS is coming from. I mean, a good thing for them is if they record that or they have proof, we could qualify that as a forfeit. But I mean, if it didn't kill them and we didn't see it, there's no way for us to just give them the win. That's not really fair for 300, right?
Tammy getting a 2-piece, and you see Crimson in the kill feed getting a 3-piece with the auto-loading extended.
Capture objective. Need a medic.
300 really coming together now. I guess they just need a little time to wake up, Catalyst.
I suppose so.
Yes, making a play from their spawn. Sean Young pushed up in spawn, gets taken out instantly. Stormslayer watching that left corner. Crimson coming up to revive. Stormslayer hops over. Oh, gets AT rocketed. Wow, what a great play. Waffle Man rushing on the flag. Gil completely unaware that Waffles is on the flag somewhere.
Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button, excuse me.
Wow, 300 is just completely wiped. They were just playing too aggressive on the Echo flag. As 300 is getting taken off the burn right now. They're trying to make another play. Gil gets taken out. Stormslayer for the revive. Reaper gets taken out by Unk. Waffles gets taken out by Stormslayer. Stormslayer making a play. Trying to find his man.
And I think something that's really biting DS in the butt right now is the fact that they aren't really running a whole lot of medics. I think they're running more assaults than anything. And especially in a T8 where every single life matters more than a T16 where you can really just body the point with personnel, you know, with infantry or whatever have you. You need medics in this game mode, and I think that's what's really biting them in the butt right now is that they just are not getting the revive. This Scorpion is actually getting a couple of kills. I'm going to try and find him out. It looks like he just died as I was about to switch to him.
Enemy medic back.
Waffle getting he tried to take out Stormslayer, but Stormslayer getting the nice kill. Is Stormslayer actually going to dive and get a kill? What is happening with Stormslayer right now? Hold on.
Demon tries to go alone on Alpha, gets taken out instantly. What I've noticed though, Catalyst, is that DS is actually using the same amount of medics as 300. It's just that Alpha's in the tank, so he switches to medic when he's down.
Okay.
What I've noticed from 300 is that they might be using quite a bit of assaults, at least 3 assaults, but they're not coordinating each other. All they need is to put 2 assaults together and go take that tank out. That's literally all you need, especially for a light tank. You know, all you need is a light anti-tank grenade from both of them, and like, these 2 AT rockets instantly takes out that light tank. As they're fighting over Echo flag. Looks like 300 will take it as they move on to MCOMs with 6 minutes remaining.
And Alpha Joy, or I keep saying Alpha Joy, Alpha J is going to be in a pretty precarious situation, and to his luck, there is only 1 assault close to him, and that is Sean Young, and he's going to escape. And Sean Young's going to get 1 kill. He's going to get taken up by Waffles Man. On the return
I have got
there.
word about 10 minutes ago from Blitzkrieg that Blitzkrieg has said that ESB rules state that Dynamite and Limpets are allowed.
Really?
In T8 ESB, yes.
Really?
Yes. Blitzkrieg being a seasoned BSN veteran. Hard to argue with that man on anything. I know he's my friend and all, but once he's got his eyes set on something, it's just what it is. Demon coming up on A flag, trying to take out Ryder. He gets taken out. Wow, Ryder takes out Rinder, and Tammy coming up, trying to take his man out, takes him out. Cammy going for that flank on A flag. Oh,
We gotta destroy that
opens it up
objective.
for Rinder. Oh, team kills Rinder. Why? Waffles takes out Cammy. Crimson coming through the back, revives Demon
There, first
as
aid
they're
for you.
making a play for A
Stay down,
flag.
watch your head.
DS is pushed up in 300 spawn. 300 making a play through the back though. I don't know if DS really knows Callus that 300 is behind them.
And an entire squad bomb of 300 are about to attack this A flag. I'm gonna check the rules here because maybe we have made a mistake, and if that's so, that's terribly embarrassing. But I'm gonna.
Blitzkrieg retracting his
Wolf, I can
statement,
fix
it
him.
looks like. He said he played BFN rules. So, I'm a little
Take that first
confused.
aid.
I will go
No,
ahead and
no,
consult.
I was pretty sure it's 100% banned. And just looking at the rule set posted in the Discord, you can see that anti-tank grenades are banned, dynamite's banned,
Catching up?
and Olympic charges are banned.
300 takes out the tank. What? No. Alpha J team kills. Oh. No, Sean Young got taken out. I'm sorry.
That's
That
a time
tank
cut.
is still up for Alpha.
Yeah, so all DS has to do, if they can get a man in there, if they get that second tank, this might turn the tides right now. Sean is actually going to go back to his tank, and he's going to try and repair it in the middle of the gunfight. And versus many experienced teams, legit, you're not going to be able to get away with that like Sean Young just did. As he's
Right.
actually going to get taken out by Demon on the other side here. As the Tip and
Demon.
Scorpion are going to rush for a defuse, and it looks like they're going to get it.
You know, that was a big mistake by 300. All they had to do was like literally cover one of those MCOMs. They armed both of them, but at different points, and DS just rolled in and just defused both of them. They do have 2 minutes to make a play, but where they're at right now, DS will lose this round regardless of 300 taking the MCOMs or not.
You got damage? I'll fix you up. Smoke grenade out.
Stormslayer going to
Sean
put
Young.
down some smoke. You're going to get a revive on Reaper, and he's going. There looks like 300 is going to get an arm, and you're right, legit. It does look like they are going to win this first round here,
Whoa,
but
whoa! I see some artillery. I believe that's banned. I have not seen that used in a match at all for a WOD tournament.
I'm going to check on that. It doesn't say anything in the rulebook, so I'm
But
gonna
I have
ignore
not
that.
seen it in all of the WOD tournaments for T8 for this round, the first round. I have never seen artillery used.
Smoke grenade out.
It does look like DS is going to get the defuse, prolonging the damage that they have already suffered here. There's no
do not
artillery.
see
There is
anything.
no artillery in ESB, and it.
So it is allowed.
No. No.
Right?
No.
Oh,
Ogie
it's
says
not.
that it's not allowed.
Out of
So,
ammunition.
judging by this, regardless of 300 taking the win or not, DS has forfeited the second round
Yeah, this is insane.
of ambience. This is very interesting that both teams have forfeited the first map. I don't know if DS or 300 picked this map. Regardless, both teams have forfeited. 300 forfeiting round 1 and DS forfeiting round 2.
I can patch your wounds. First aid, get patched up. Take a medical pouch.
So, looks like 300 was going to win this map either way. But in that case, I think it's just ironic comedy at this point that both teams have lost by forfeit. 300 was going to win this map anyway. It was going to be a tie anyway.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the round, or the first map, I should say, between 300 and DS. You have any comments, Catalyst? far as the
I mean,
first round
I
goes.
I know I've been quiet, and normally I'm doing the play-by-play, but I'm just really making sure, and we are having a couple of rule set issues, which don't normally happen. I'm trying to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
So I want to give a couple shout-outs while he's trying to figure that out. So we have, my man, my teammate, my resupplier, King Angel 805, making his presence known in the comment section. And, Oogie Boogie, a WOD representative in the comment section as well. Going back and looking at the end of the round, for sure, Demon was making his presence known throughout the whole match. He was a key player for 300. Alpha J was possibly the best player on DS by far. He is a phenomenal tanker, at least against 300. Cammy, not doing too bad himself, holding his own. As well as, Gil. And Sean Young was making some questionable moves in the tank. But it looks like it is a draw for the first round. As we move on to Argonne as the next map, let's see what we make of only infantry. Maybe this will be the turning point for 300 to pull through, as they were struggling that first round. So I have gotten word from Oogie Boogie that it is a draw for the first map, so we will see the first time third map being played for this tournament.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, legit, if you can just carry on for me. I'm trying to figure this out here.
Yes, making their presence known. They have elected to go on top of the bridge. 300 going under. Sword Slayer under. Oh, Demon takes out Waffle. Stormslayer gets taken out by Ryder. Demon, 2v1 situation. What is he gonna do? Takes out Alpha J, their tanker, and Demon gets taken out by Unk. Rinder making his way to their spawn, as looks like 300 has made a complete wipe of DS. Wow, DS is really bunched up together. What are they gonna do? Demon, watching that right side flank, takes out 3 people by himself. Oh
well,
my God,
either way,
fire.
it is a 7v8, and DS is one man down. They had an emergency leave.
$300, not even on the flag. Wow, they were just going for
Well,
kills right now. They are mad.
I'm sure they are. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure DS is gonna not spawn in because they are missing a player, and it was an ill-advised start. So.
That's an enemy.
Maybe 300 is just playing to get some KD boost right now.
Maybe so.
Diaz coming through the back on 300. Wow, as that flank from... Yes, they instantly get taken out by 300. .300 has taken Charlie flag. So they will move on to Bravo. One of the hardest points to take if the defending team sets up, which they have not.
Yeah, no, DS is no longer spawning in because they are missing a player.
Okay, so I guess this round will restart. Oogie is saying that he saw a
No, no,
IMG, but
no.
retracted his statement.
It was
Said
an MG15.
MG15. Yeah. Flash flare. I know there's one person. I don't know if he's still watching, but he definitely hates flash flares. As we're waiting for their last man. Ooh, Absolute Connor. Well, hello there, Scuba. How are you doing? Catalyst, do we want to go over our sponsors right now since we got a little bit of downtime?
Some sponsors. We don't have... Legit, I don't know what you're doing, but,
We have sponsors. What are you talking about?
Do we have sponsors?
Yes, we do.
Alright, then tell them about the sponsors.
I'd like to go ahead and announce our first... Oh, looks like the map is restarting. But I would like to go ahead and announce our first sponsor. Our first sponsor of today is gonna be the makers of the Cronus Max.
Stop it. Stop it. We're not sponsored by them. Come on, legit. I agree with Oogie Boogie. Saying,
K-Slay, is this ESB a D1 a $10,000 prize tournament? Well, I mean, K-Slay.
well, I mean, $10,000. You're gonna need to subtract 2 zeros from that.
Well, hello, Black Vans. So nice to see you tonight.
So, in recap, and this is, I'm sorry this isn't a traditional broadcast because this is probably the most bizarre game I've ever had to cast, where both teams have technically lost their respective rounds on forfeit. So 300 lost the first round due to forfeit for using dynamite and limpet charges. And technically 300 was going to win the second round anyway, but artillery was used by the side of DS, and that caused them to forfeit that map because somebody was, killed by it. It's been quite a different match here as we're into map 2, as it does look like both teams do have everybody in that they need.
Use coupon code CATLIKESMEN for 10% off the Cronus Max. That is what Absolute Connor had said in the comment section. As we start off the first round here, or the restart, I should say, of the second map first round.
We're going to hop on with Ryder here as he is going to take some serious fire, and man, that's the second time in this match that Lieutenant has completely mapped somebody with the Bar Storm. He is accurate as all get out with that thing. We're going to hop on with him over here as he's actually very low on health, and he was going to take a couple of pop shots, but he got taken out by Reaper on the other side as Tip is in the thick of it, actually. Oh, and he just got killed, and it does look like a majority of DS was killed off the map there. It does look like DS, though, is getting up flank from behind. Lots of them coming in. Looks like KR, TCPR is getting a kill. Alpha J got a kill. Leon pushing up on the left side, going to go around. He's going to find one. He's going to try and turn him. Doesn't get the kill. That was on Gil, and he's going to see somebody else in this trolley right here. He's going to find him. That person's going to run up, and he might be waiting for him, and Leon is going to wisely back off there. Leon's going to take some fire from the right side of the flag. Not quite sure who that was from, but it does look like he was taken out. And DS taking control of the flag after an early surge by 300. You see Demon coming in. He's going to get 2 kills there. I don't know if that was back-to-back or if that was one and then another. He's going to run in. He's going to get a nice kill on Dion there. And Demon is going to push in here over on the left side. Doesn't know that there are people behind him, or excuse me, that is his teammates. So there is nobody behind him.
Demon has no brakes on his train. He is on top of his game today.
And Shang Young pulling out a 4-piece. I'm not quite sure how we missed that, but he did somehow. We caught it at the very end of the kill feed there, as he's running around the bottom of the objective. He's going to find somebody. That's Tip that tried to do something fancy with him, and Shang Young's going to get a nice headshot there. Does realize that DS is flanking from that other side. He's going to find somebody. He's going to take him out with the hipfire. Look, he's going to get the assist, and there's a couple more people on the other side of the flag. Does look like Tammy pushing up, and he's going to get a kill on somebody on the mountain there. Tammy in trouble. He's going to pull out a pistol out of sheer desperation. And fortunately, he's not going to get the kill. Demon is way pushed up in the spawn, and Demon is going to get a 1 kill there. He's going to get 2 kills. Oh, no, he got taken out. He had the opportunity to get the kill, but Leon with some fantastic aim there, so he was able to take it out, and Leon pushing back with the MP18. Does look like 300 is going to take the flag, and DS is going to have to rotate over.
It's quite interesting to see 300. I saw at least one squad pushed up in their spawn. They were like literally just slowly taking that flag. I don't know if that was what they were going to do from the start, or if it was just by accident. But they have cleared Bravo flag from DS. So they're gonna start the burn here in just a second.
And it does look like 300 does have a couple of people coming around on a flank here as well. There are people on the flag, but DS is in a bad spot right here. They are pushed up in one of the probably the nastiest spawn traps in the game of Frontlines here, back in this area over on the cabin points. And Shang Young is going to be trying to apply pressure there. He actually peeks out a little bit too far, and he gets taken out as Gil Madrista did get 1. He did get 2, and he's clearing up kills with the MG15 over here before Tammy is going to come around on the late side, and he is going to get a kill there.
I see a massive DS pushing from that left side, so I don't know if they're going to get there in time to clear them out from Bravo. But worst comes to worst, they're going to get on the map, and they're just going to get cleared out. Best case scenario is to kill everyone before they can get to A.
And Ryder blindly firing into the smoke there. Maybe he saw somebody coming up on top of him, but he's going to rush in. He's probably going to get taken out here, but the smoke is actually hiding him in there. He's going to find one. He's going to get the kill, but he's going to get easily traded out by Stormslayer.
We are being pushed back.
Looks like 300 is pushing up onto A flag now, as they have taken Bravo flag.
And Demon Tichondrius is just taking over this game for the side of 300. 16 kills, 3 deaths. He is, with the exception of Waffles Man, there is nobody on the battlefield that's even remotely close to the kill count, and Waffles Man is at 11 kills now. Demon doubling up everybody else in kills for the majority. There are a couple of people on DS with 8 kills apiece. There's 3 of them. Looks like Demon got a nice kill there at the very end. He might have just got a cherry pick kill, as DS is going to try and set up the best they can. There is a whole lot of 300 that are going to be pushing through the middle. There is somebody over here that is UNC. He did get a kill over there. He might be trying to set up for a cheeky push here. Demon is going to come through. He's actually going to go the other way, and he's not going to find him, but that's okay because Tammy and Crimson, I was about to say they're going to clean up shop, but Leon is coming in behind. There's a lot of use of smoke right now, and I'm not quite sure who's throwing it legit. As Reaper's playing Ring Around the Rosie around a tree with Leon, and Leon just shoves the barrel of his MP18 right into Reaper there.
One person I want to give a shout out to is the Tip for getting his first kill of the match, going 1-9. As looks like DS is gonna take. Oh, maybe not. As Tip gets taken out by Tammy. Tammy threw a grenade on the artillery shells, killing him instantly. As looks like DS was gonna take that flag, but 300 had made a push from the artillery shell side and is fighting for it back.
But just as you say that, a whole 300 flank is going to be coming in from the other side. Alpha J is going to get one. He is going to get taken out and traded by Gil there. I'm sorry. And what 300 was able to do there, legit, is they were able to get a squad bomb in the bunker. And once your squad bomb in there, it is very hard to get you out. And they were able to just basically systematically take apart DS's positions there. As DS is going to have their work cut out for him. Going to try and get back into that bunker. But 300 has the ability to get into a nice position here as Leon's going to try and get a cheeky spot there, along with UNC. And Alpha J, a whole lot of Hellregals being used right now. A whole lot of assaults. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assaults on the side of DS right now, and that is really going to start backfiring for them. You need medics in this game mode, and they're going to find that out very, very quickly.
As it looks like 300 is having a tough time taking over A flag, as they got wiped out. This is probably the most intense part of the whole match that we've been streaming today, is that both sides have been fighting for this flag for a good few minutes, clearing each other out. 300 making a push up the center.
Demon on the unlucky end of a grenade there.
I see gas used. I don't know if it was from DS, but 300 is getting hurt by it.
We're just gonna we're gonna I'm tired of going in and asking who done it. We're gonna see who fesses up to that. And a grenade was thrown in. Oh Lord, Tammy just team killed 2 teammates there with that grenade. He is gonna be hearing about that in the party chat. Is he's gonna try and get a kill there. He does get one. My frames are dropping just a little bit. He's going to peek through. He's going to try and get another kill. There is somebody in the corner here. He's going to try and switch from. He's going to get taken out from behind, though. He does get 1 kill.
It just seems like everything is being used today, Kat. We've seen dynamite, limpets, artillery, gas.
And it was really interesting because they were starting to tell me no, limpet charge and dynamite are used in a T8 rule set for ESB, and I'm just, it's starting to make me question everything about the rule set, because I'm like, did they change the rules overnight? And no, it's just a misreading of the rules and some misinformation, definitely. As long as nobody got killed by the gas, that it's not enough to call a forfeit.
Right, and Black Vance has stated rules in the channel for more than 2 weeks, and yet people still use restricted weapons. And
well,
about that,
to be, and I know I need to remain unbiased, but 300 has had problems with rules, or at least there have been accusations of 300 having problems with rules from a lot of teams that they've played. So I can't say that I'm surprised. But then again, it's not fair to shift the blame on them right away that this was them, again, breaking the rules.
Right. And, I'm going to go ahead and shift a little bit and reflect. I know playing for the T12 EV, when we played 6-star, we had a bye week, or 6-star had a bye week, I should say. We were very looking forward to playing 6-star because we've had some beef with them for a long time. And they came in and they just they got destroyed. They were using literally anything they could use, and it was all restricted. So, I mean, you can have a team come in and they'll know the rules. They'll still break them regardless of how long the tournament has been running for.
And the sloppiness of the game continues, as it doesn't look like anybody got killed by the gas, but looks like it was one of 300's members that did throw the gas, and then Oogie is saying that DS threw it. It's a very sloppy game on both sides, and it gets to the point where it's just, there's not much more that I can say besides, it's your fault. I mean, the rules have been posted. As leaders, and I'm sure that you can say this as being a leader of your own team for a while, legit, as leaders, it is your responsibility to make sure that everybody's on the right page, and if nobody is on their page anymore, that's very hard, as Crimson is going to get Ryder, who was spamming for his life, Crimson getting another kill there in the corner. It does look like DS is pushing in once again. At least trying to get control of the flag, and they must have gotten a burn while we were talking there, legit, because it looked to me like we were going to MCOMs.
Right. Being a leader of a team for a little while, I'll tell you something. It not only falls on the leader, because the leader can enforce the rules. I know I've had this problem before. We can enforce the rules. We could say the rules at least 5 times over, and there could be at least someone that just is not really listening very well. And we've had this problem before, where I'm not gonna name any names. Even though he doesn't really play anymore, but he had broken the rules, and we told him at least 5 times over not to use something.
And Lieutenant getting a nice 2-piece there. This guy has been slaying all day, and I am very impressed despite the performance of the rest of this team. This guy has been lighting it up. As he actually got another kill there with the grenade on Demon. He's going to get another kill sitting in the corner. He's going to search for another, and he's going to get both of them! He's going to get more! He's still going! He's still going!
Oh my god! Wow, that's crazy. He just wiped the floor with everyone there. I don't think I've seen that in a while.
I have not seen that in a while. This man is absolutely on fire. Somebody get the burn relief. Somebody get the aloe. This man needs to cool off. And he is going to finally get cooled off. I probably jinxed him there, but that was absolutely incredible.
The enemy has armed objective butter.
I want to give a little shout out to my boy Mooney, has made his presence known. We have also like to welcome Destroy Nugget. Van's making a very cheeky comment saying, "Damn dude, on fire, call the ambulance." DS has defused Bravo. They're making a play for Alpha to defuse it. Maybe try and save the map, but it looks like it's a little too far gone. With 6 minutes remaining, DS looks like they're going to defuse A. Sean Young making his way onto Alpha.
And it looks like Gil is taking a play out of Lieutenant's book, and he just got so many kills as well. I'm sorry that we didn't have a first-person perspective on that, but he had gotten so many. As it does look like DS's weathers a storm so far, but 300 is already back on the attack on the B flag here. And I tell you what's screwing over DS right now, their entire team is running Assault legit, and I can't make that up. Every single one of them is running Assault.
Oh, wow.
So you know,
I didn't even notice that.
You want to talk about, I guess, gun power, you can go ahead, but that is the sole reason that 300 is winning. I'm not going to say the sole reason, but the biggest reason right now in my mind why 300 is still winning this map is that DS, in their inexperience, has said, well, we're not getting the kills. We need to all switch to Assault. Or maybe they're not even communicating with that.
I think that, you know, people knowing for sure that Assault is one of the best, if not the best class, that they just literally decided they might just all have to play Assault to be able to get that damage out, you know. But even if you're all using Assault, you don't have anyone to give you ammo or revive, so it's kind of a trade-off.
The enemy has armed objective apples.
You can have a team full of Assaults, but if you have a team that might have a little bit more gun skill experience, it's just not going to end well for you if you're all using Assault.
I can honestly say that it's the first time I've ever seen a full team running all Assaults.
Looks like 300 will take the win for the second round of this map. And I would like to go ahead and say that we will be seeing the first time ever the third round being used, as both teams forfeited either side of Amiens. Now we will definitely be playing 300 on the German side. Oh, I'm saying corrected, US side for this next round.
Some very, very interesting moments in this match, and it's been quite a match. And to say that this is also single elimination, so this is it. There's no turning back. There are no do-overs. And you know, there should be a second round of Argon here.
Demon almost pulling off that 50 bomb. Can anyone stop this cat?
Yeah,
He is just on fire.
Apart from everybody else on the team, it looks like the main 300 guys have more or less been struggling during this game, but Demon has pulled through, Tammy has pulled through, but on the other side, I don't think you can ask Lieutenant, and I really want to say his full name, but professionalism breaks through here. 38 and 19, and probably one of the most insane kill streaks I've seen in the span of a 10-15 second period so far at my time in Win or Die.
You know, it's one thing to get a kill streak in a public match. You know, it's really nice pulling off 5 kills in a row. But when you do in a comp match, it's a completely different ballgame. Especially
Absolutely.
if you're playing against people that are of similar caliber to your skill. If not, maybe a little bit better. I mean, especially if they're better, and you pull off 5 kills, wow, that's just...
I don't think it was 5. I think it was closer to 7, to be honest with you.
Ah.
Because he kept...
Regardless.
Either way. And that's one of those things that you're just extremely happy that you caught on stream, because there's so much happening around the map, but when that all comes together, it gives you the opportunity to make a call like that and be able to see it happen in person. It's extremely satisfying, and it's extremely satisfying to watch. So that was probably one of the best plays that we've had so far in the game. And it does, of course, say we're going to Suez, but we are going to be playing the second side of Argonne. I'm assuming that they are going to switch it up here. And if they not, we will advise them to. And we are on Argonne. Okay, we're back. And 300 is up 1-0, I guess, technically, since the first round was a draw.
Yes.
But
well,
it has...
I would consider half, but whatever.
I would like to say that DS has been the better team so far, because I really think that they have been, mechanically, even for their first comp match, the better team so far. 300 has been carried, I think, by Demon. Demon's playing out of his mind right now. But if DS makes the adjustments that they need to, they have a very good chance to not only tie this map as well, but go on to win their final map. They just cannot run 8 assaults. That's not going to work. And, you know, I wish I could go out and say that to them right now, and they're going to come back on stream and they're going to say, well, I can't believe that we did that. But they're not going to win with 8 assaults. Even though they're probably playing even better, they are outperforming 300 in some of the facets of the game.
As everyone spawns up, DS, they are running 5 assaults right now. One
5,
more.
I guess
yeah.
5 assaults is better than 8 assaults, as they do have some medics this time.
Wow, they have elected to literally just shoot those AT rockets at 300. They are mad. They really want to take it to 300. It seems like it's working for them, as Lieutenant had taken out 3 300 guys. Sean Young, Demon, and Stormslayer, arguably some of the best 300 players on this match tonight.
It does look like 300 came in with a massive flank there and took out the backside of DS, as I'm sure I just cut you off there, but a fantastic play on the side of 300.
Demon is pulling out the bar. Man, I don't know what to say about this guy, Cat, but you give him a bar or a Hellregal, this guy's going to town. As he gets taken out by DS's whole team. Oh, man. That is some bravery there.
And it does look like, I think Demon got a res there. No, he has died, so maybe he did not there. He might have just gotten a spawn, but very, very smartly watching the right side of this hill, although his team is about to get swarmed by a couple of members
going
here.
For that squad bomb on Charlie flag. Waffles had spawned 2 of his teammates, but it looks like 300 is going to pull off that cap there, Cat, as they move on to Delta flag.
We are being pushed back.
300 has cleared off Charlie flag. I think they're a little confused, Cat, on where this next flag is.
300 is, you think?
Yes. It looks like they were going towards Bravo, but they haven't really set up. I only see Render, and the rest of them are on artillery trucks, or Artie Hill, I should say, and they... Yeah, 300 does have 3 people flanking Sean Young and Reaper, easily taking out Lieutenant. As they're... Oh my god! There's 3 of them of 300 coming back on DS, instantly wiping them out.
And that is, for all intents and purposes, a full team wipe there by 300. You could see it coming as I was panning across. At least 5 different 300 players coming around the backside. And DS just had no clue that it was happening. And that is really probably one of the most clean executions you're ever going to see of a flank, is now 300's in a prime position to start running away with this one.
Right, they are just on top of their game right now. I don't know what they turned on, but it's definitely not hacked. That's for sure.
It does look like DS is coming through with a backflank here. Tip did get a nice kill and a revive there. Here comes Demon. Oh, excuse me, that was Sean Young. You can almost be synonymous with the Hellregal going off. Does look like everybody is starting to clean up here. 300 coming back to capture that back flank, and they did push out to the spawn, and they were able to bring it back, and it doesn't look like anybody's coming from behind. DS is going to be in a spawn trap here.
You know, DS does have the opportunity. They do get on that flag, and they do make their presence known, but 300, I don't know what they're doing, but they are just instantly clearing them off the flag. Oh! That is not good for 300. I just saw in the kill feed, Reaper got 2 gas kills on DS, so that will be a forfeit for 300 for this map, unfortunately.
So that means that both maps have been a draw thus far. I know you can't see me right now.
For words.
I know you can't see me right now, but I am massaging my temples because I have a serious headache.
I am lost for words right now. I've never seen this. This is the sloppiest game I've ever had to cast for.
I really don't even know what to say. I'm honestly at a loss for words too, legit.
First aid, get patched up.
I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously we're going to be going to, you know, Suez here, and
Capture objective Edward.
the winner of that map is going to be the winner of the match here. But I really...
You know, I've seen Reaper many times in pubs, and he uses gas with the DLC Fedorov. I think it's just set on his class. I mean, unfortunately enough for him, I guess he just forgot to take it off.
I don't know about you, legit, but when I'm going into a comp match, the first thing that I do is I change my classes up if I'm using anything.
Well, I mean, unless, in my case, I'm almost always running one class. I literally ask my teammates, and you know this, I ask what everyone is going to run, because I can literally use anything, and I'll do fine. I'm just here to help out the team. So, in my case, I can understand where he's coming from, because I don't change my classes other than the one I'm going to use.
We have taken objective Edward. Attack the new objective.
I just can't believe this is happening right now. I've never seen this
I don't know,
before.
and you know, Sean is arguing with me in the chat saying, well, I think DS used gas first, but as far as we know, nobody died from it, and this was pretty blatant, legit. Like, people did die from it this time. I saw it in the kill feed. You saw it in the kill feed. You called it out to me.
Yeah.
And this is I'm not even sure where we go from here.
Well, I believe the fair thing to do is whoever wins the outcome of this map, as long as it's not a tie again,
Yeah.
is one who wins the match, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and Oogie is, saying that DS never got a kill with gas, and we never saw anyone get a kill with gas from DS's side. So, in all fairness, Sean, we understand how you must be feeling right now, but that is a draw for the second map as well.
Yeah. This is a head scratcher. I mean, like I was saying before I got distracted, one of the first things that I do, because I mean, I run 3 different classes, even if I'm just, you know, messing around. You know, I'll have the SMG08 in one class from that one random time that I use that class. But I normally have like an ESP class set up for myself. But, you know, sometimes I'll have like an 18-8 or a dynamite in there and I need to, you know, remove it or whatever. That's like the first thing that I do when I get into a comp match is I make sure I know the rules and I remove the stuff that's banned to make sure that I don't break the rules. And I make sure that my guys don't do the same as well. And we've had, let's count here. 18-8s were used tonight. Limpets were used tonight. Dynamite was used tonight. Artillery was used tonight. Gas was used tonight. And somebody said something about a flash flare being used. Or excuse me, a spot flare being used. That's 6 different instances of rule breaks tonight. In this one match. This is more rule breaking in a win or die match than has happened in like 2 or 3 previous tournaments. In this one match. I mean, this is absolutely insane. And it's incredible. As both teams,
sad,
it's sad. It is sad as both teams are moving together now, which should be the final map unless people want to, unless anybody else wants to cheat tonight. You know, the only person, you know, that hasn't cheated is Mike on his wife. You know, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But we're gonna try and keep a smile on everybody's face here. We're gonna try and keep everything going, as it does look like 300 is gonna get the early drop here on DS on this final map. As looks like DS is just hollowed down in this little house here.
I was quickly gonna watch Reaper because I know marksman variants are not allowed, but he is following the rules. He is using a factory variant, so he is okay.
I don't know about you, legit, but it's starting to make me paranoid in terms of weapons that I'm checking. If I see any, I'm like, honestly, I'm looking more at the kill feed than I am looking at the action, because people have cheated so much tonight, or at least I say cheated as it's pretty derogatory, but breaking rules rather. And honestly, I do think that. Sorry, I'll let you continue. I think that DS does have an advantage here because they do have their tank back, and they did perform best on Amiens.
Enemy medic over there.
With their tank.
I just saw the most interesting thing used. Sean Young was in the tank, and he saw a sniper, and a sniper put down a sniper shield. I don't think I've ever seen a sniper shield used in a T8 or any sort of game mode here at Win or Die. That is the most hilarious thing. And Sean Young, I want to quickly mention, had taken out the tip that was in the tank. It looks like the tip killed himself by dropping AT mines and totally forgot that you could kill yourself since friendly fire is on in the tank. I know I've done that before, and it's not fun. This is probably one of the most comical and head-bashing
I've wanted
of this tournament so far.
And of course, for players like you and I, legit, who have been playing for a long time now, and we know all of this, and it's practiced into us. I said at the beginning of the match, this is the first time that these two teams have stepped into a tournament, you know, style and out of scrims or whatever, and have played in an official tournament match. These are both Conquest pub stomping teams. We didn't know what to expect, and I was excited for it. But I surely, you know, didn't think that this was why it was going to be, or like this was what was going to make it so interesting. I thought that, you know, we might see an upset, or, you know, the game would be close. I didn't expect that there was going to be so much breaking of the rules tonight. And, you know, on one hand, it's really sad, and on the other hand, this is purely comical.
Right, and I would have thought that 300 wouldn't break any rules because they do have more experience than DS as far as matches go, because they have played scrims at least against us and many other teams, and they do have tier 1 experience. I know that's you know, as far as anyone from Wheel or Die here, a lot of us do not like Tier 1 for various reasons. And their rules are completely different. But they do have that experience.
But they do have those rules, and they do have that format, you know what I'm saying? That is something that you, at least it is a tournament format, and there is, you know, you are taught that style. Yeah, so you would abide by it. And it does look like DS did get a late push on the flag over here. As you see Lieutenant coming in behind, he might find somebody. He's going to find somebody that was Rinder, and he's going to find somebody else. He's going to actually run past him, and Tammy is going to turn on him with the auto-loading extended, and he's going to get a revive there.
Oh my god, Sean literally just went straight at Waffles. Sean was at like 40 health in the tank. Waffles pulled up with a howitzer and didn't even really attack Sean. And Sean went at him, and Waffles just turning around instantly blew up Sean. It's so unfortunate.
And knowing that, you know, both maps, you know, have been forfeited tonight, what we've seen from the tank play, if it was better on the side of 300, with all due respect, 300 might have been just running away with this game at this point. But the fact that 300 has constantly been playing without a tank really has kept DS in this match for a majority of the time that we've been streaming. You see a 300 running around like a bunch of cockroaches in the middle of this point. As Waffles Man is going to try and push up and get some kills. I don't think he knows how many people are in there, but there are a lot of medics, so he's not at too much in harm's way. He's going to end up backing up a little bit here, perhaps, but Reaper is on the other side of some doom right now, as he is cowering in a corner with a tank on the other side. I'm sure he's perfectly fine and content with just staying there.
One thing I want to mention is I'm really dumbfounded why DS is not letting Alpha J tank. Because he really was doing very well on Amiens. And I feel like he is their best tanker. I mean, I don't know them, but it looks like he's a very good tanker, at least in this match.
I can fix them.
And I don't know what to say, honestly. But more power to them.
And DS clearing off the burn a couple times, although it does look like 300 is firmly getting control of it. It does seem to be all blue in the kill feed right now. Waffles Man is still extremely pushed up. He is really right on this point, literally poking out the remaining members of 300 on this point, and he's going to get a kill on Xiangyang right out of the gate, and he is still kind of pushing around here. Reaper is still on the other side. Leon is going to come around, and he's going to get the kill there on Reaper, and DS gets the first positive time on this hill since it opened, I think, as 300 has had really solid control over it the entirety of this time, but DS has finally got a bit of control here.
Right. No, I want to point out that Stormslayer is really, I think he's warmed up now, because he is the best player on 300 right now, besides Demon. He wasn't doing very well for the first two maps, but he's just really pulling out of the gate now.
Lieutenant has continued, or at least I say rather, before I looked at the score, it appeared that he was killing just fine, but maybe he's had a little bit of trouble on this map. He has been DS's ace in the hole thus far, but you're right, I think Demon and Stormslayer have been a little bit too much to handle for DS at this point, as Demon is going to be up in a firm position. I'm not quite sure how many kills he got there, but at least he got one, maybe two.
Oh, wow! Gets taken out instantly by debris from the howitzer tank. As I'm gonna go ahead and go through the comments real quick. Hello, Dante. Welcome, my friend. We've also got a comment from Oogie Boogie. He says, we play both sides since the maps were draws. We're gonna go by points, like flags or telegraphs, to break a possible tie. If the points are tied, the shortest time to victory breaks the final tie. Since you need to win 3 rounds in a normal scenario. So that's what we're going to be running as far as who's the victor of this match.
And it does look like DS did make a concerted effort to get back on the point there, but they did all get wiped out, as now Waffles Man is in full retreat, and Xiangyang, now is about the right time to push, as Xiangyang is really going to get in his face, and he does have help this time. Waffles is retreating as best as he can. And it does look like actually Sean is going to remain behind the building, and that's kind of just ironic because Xiangyang has been aggressive when he shouldn't be, and he's been passive when he needs to be aggressive here when it comes to the tank play, as Waffles is going to retreat, and he's going to escape unscathed, and 300 just lost a big situation here.
Oh my god!
Oh, and Waffles...
Oh my god,
wow.
Waffles, man, takes out Tammy and then teabags him in a competitive match.
But he lost the tank too. I don't know what to say to that, to be honest with you. Of course, that is, you know, poor sportsmanship on the side of DS there, but, you know, at this point, I don't really blame them, considering how much rule breaking has been done by 300 in this match. If that's part of the motivation for that, I definitely understand that, but even still, poor sportsmanship on the side of DS there, but more importantly, he kind of just gave up the tank.
He just decided, screw it, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go on the flag. But, you know, I can understand that, but at the same time, you know, Tammy has not been breaking the rules at all, and I've played Tammy before, and he is not a rule breaker.
No.
So, I mean, that was just uncalled for as far as doing it to Tammy.
You see him? Shock trooper.
And Sean Young getting taken out by an AT mine from the back, I suppose. I'm not quite sure where that was or where it came from, but he got taken out nonetheless, and Sean Young is down in the tank again, but luckily for 300 this time, Waffles Man is out of his tank as well, so it's going to kind of neutralize things here.
300 making a play to take Echo Flag as they had almost taken it, but gets cleared off.
I'll fix those wounds.
Reaper getting a nice kill under the house there, and he is getting a revive, and it does look like 300 is taking firm control of his flag as Waffle Man sends Demon flying across the map from a grenade kill. We caught that at the very tippy top of the screen here. Now DS finds himself in probably one of the worst spawn traps in the game. I know I talked about it earlier on Argon, that B cabin flank. Once you're out, you're out. And same thing with this point here. Once you're out of the E point, you are at a very disadvantageous position trying to trek across the sands.
Hold up, I was spectating Gil, and not only did I see him use a Starpschlotter marksman, but he is using a Obrez. He got a kill with the marksman variant, but he did not get a kill with the Obrez.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even surprised that you're telling me this now. This is... Alright, so that brings things to 7 things that we are not supposed to be using in this game. It's going to turn into a game of who's not going to win the Battlefield match. It's who's going to... How high can we go in terms of rules broke in this match?
I think they're just trying to tire us out of casting at this point, Pat.
I don't know what to say anymore, legit. I'm really at a loss for words. The Stormslayer is going to try and get somebody on a head glitch there. That was Leon, but, you know, there are easier things in the game than that. Stormslayer just found out there as he got taken out pretty handedly there. Does look like DS has taken control of the flag, and Lieutenant did spot somebody coming around the right side. He's going to get an easy kill, picking him off as he was trying to climb into the window. And Lieutenant, although he's been struggling in this game, he's going to get 2 kills here. He is bringing it back. He was actually something like 7 and 8 when we were last with him, and now he's finding himself at 23 and 14, so he has warmed up in this match, and he's starting to get the kills that DS has been relying upon.
So, there has been an ongoing debate between Limpet and Dynamite, and I just looked up at the actual esports Battlefield website, and it has no mention of Limpets or Dynamite being used at all. So that's very interesting.
But of course, it doesn't go like, but you know, as Oogie's pointing out, any violation kill retracts a point in normal ESB, but we're playing single elimination, and it's not going by points, at least I don't think. I don't know, I honestly, I'm at this point, I'm putting this on Oogie and saying, you know you know the rules even better than I do at this point, so I'm going by what you're saying, my guy.
Well, yeah, and I guess in all fairness, you know, even though it's what ESB says, we've been playing this whole tournament without Limpets or Dynamite, so...
Yep.
I guess that's only fair, even though rules say otherwise.
Yeah, right.
You're injured. I can help.
As you see Ryder coming up on the right side here with a squad mate, he is going to take out one along with Lieutenant.
Lieutenant takes out Tammy. Tammy doing the infamous Fruzu, but gets taken out.
The website only says something about auto-loading marksman. That I don't know. That seems really fishy to me, as somebody pointed out in the comments section.
Yeah, it does say that. I just realized that. Well, so it looks like marksman variant. I thought only in T12s plus marksman variants were not allowed.
I don't know at this point. At this point, we're gonna recuperate after this match and make sure that these are not broken again. Although I thought it was abundantly clear that these rules were and concrete, but apparently 300 and DS have made it a personal mission for us to question everything about ourselves in the rule set. Because I mean, we know the rule set fairly well. But it gets to a point when so many rules are being broken, you really start to question everything. And Xiangyang just got killed out of his tank again, so it looks like 300 is down a tanker. Crimson glitching out there as he's going to run around on the left side here.
You know what?
About 5 minutes left.
The thing for us is that we might have forgot about the rules because we don't use limpets or dynamite.
Yeah.
Mostly in what we play, because we play a lot of T5s, so we basically go based off T5s, right?
Right.
It's the most restricted, so it's the easiest. You know what weapons to use, you don't really care about the gadgets, because you basically, all you have to know is that you, for the gadgets, or at least for assault anyway, you run with a AT rocket gun, and you run with the AT mines. For support, you just run ammo and possibly a repair tool.
Actually, I think I know what the issue is. The rule set in okay, so on the website, the ESB T8 rule set is different from the one that Black Vans posted in their tournament info. So I'm going off a sheet that says anti-tank is not allowed, anti-tank grenades are not allowed, dynamite is not allowed, rifle grenades are not allowed, crossbows are not allowed, limpets are not allowed, flare guns are not allowed, and tripwires are not allowed. Whereas the rules on the website are only saying that anti-tank grenades are not allowed for the T8 Frontlines rule set.
So I think what Black Mans did, he might have confused the T5 with the T8 rule set. He might have posted the T5 rule set. Or he created his own.
Yeah, or he created his own. Yeah, so what we're finding out now, ladies and gentlemen, is that one of the league owners may have posted an outdated rule set here.
Or incorrect one.
Or an incorrect one. And if that's the case,
then all bets are off.
Then all bets, yeah. And we've been correcting based on a false rule set. And if that's the case, honestly, I would say these two teams, in fair competition, should restart at a different date and redo everything.
Which is unfortunate, as this stream has been going on over half an hour.
Yeah. Oh, more than no. It's been going on for 2 hours at this point. A little under 2 hours.
No, it says 134.
Oh, does it really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at my laptop right now. So we're gonna let this play out, and we'll let the league owners decide what they're going to do. Of course, 300 wants to take this win, and honestly, in my eyes, they should just replay this whole thing, because it's just been a whole debacle.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
And not break any rules.
Exactly.
And going forward, we'll play on this botched rule set.
we need to get a hold of Vans or Mike, which none of them I think are active right now.
First aid, take it.
No, I think Vance might be still in the comment section. He has not said anything.
I don't know.
We do have Oogie though.
And this really looks bad on us because I've been going off of what has been posted in the tournament rule set, right?
Right.
So I've really been going off of what I was told when in actuality the rule set that was posted was incorrect. If maybe it had been changed recently. Who even knows at this point?
But if we change the rule set now, it's not fair. So that means we would have to replay literally all of the matches, including ours. You know, because I don't know if we broke any rules either.
I don't think so. I think we played straight A ESB. I don't think anybody used dynamite.
I hope not, but we'll have to go back in the archives. Whoever broke any rules, if they do change the rule set, we'll have to replay their matches. Unless, of course, the team that won did not break any rules.
Yeah, we'll just like Oogie said, just grandfather the past rounds in.
Okay. So as we
oh my goodness, my head hurts. My head hurts. Oh,
Demon,
man.
45 and 15. I know we haven't been talking about the match that much other than the rules, but it's just been such an eyesore for us to be casting and watching all this go down.
Points were 5. Yes. Thank you for keeping track of that for me.
So, I believe since this wraps up the rounds that they're playing, maybe we should invite either side in, correct? Because I don't think they have any more rounds to play.
No, they have one more Suez round.
Oh, okay. Well,
and so
it's loading Amiens right now.
Is it? They'll switch it back.
Yeah. But when we do wrap this up, we will invite either side in if they want to add anything.
I think
and maybe the representatives as well of the tournament.
At this point, I think what is best is to have this play out as it is right now with this rule set, and we will re-examine everything and make sure that everything is correct. And if there is outstanding error, which at this point I'm fairly confident that there will be outstanding error, these two teams will go out again with a set rule set that we are absolutely positive in. Again, it was just probably a mistake in the actual rule set that was posted, either being outdated or incorrect. And just some conflicting information here that I've been trying to go off of where it's not the actual rule set. So, and of course, you know, we could also just say, you know, screw it, no rules, everybody go at it for themselves and do whatever the heck they want. But, ESP rules are ESP rules, and at some point you need to adhere to that.
Right. Well, the verdict will be played out after this round, and we would like to invite both teams to come into the stream and talk about what went wrong on either side. Hopefully not start some drama, please. Refrain from the drama. But we'd like to hear what you guys have to say and maybe get the representatives in here as well once they make their decision.
And we're just making sure that everything is correct now.
Right.
And we are talking with the teams to make sure that they understand what is going on.
I don't see anyone from DS in the Discord, so I don't know how to contact them in general chat. I want to invite them into the party after the match has played out.
Well, even though there was some discrepancy among the dynamite and the AT grenades and all that stuff, what is definitely banned in every single rule set is gas. That one is the only outstanding breaking of the rules that will 100% stand in or 100% be breaking the rules no matter what rule set it is.
Right. This is probably one of the most interesting matches I've literally ever watched and casted. I don't know if this will top anything.
I don't know either.
Sean is saying, so basically we've already won. Now,
I don't know.
I don't think so, because they did use gas, so
yeah,
you
I don't
can't
know
really
about that.
say that. And apparently they did use a heavy tank grenade.
And I'm having trouble. I don't know if this is loading back into a Suez or whatever. I have not loaded back in yet.
Me either. Maybe they're switching the maps? Or it's a client-side issue? I don't know.
And it appears that they've actually already started. So whatever is wrong with us, I am stuck in a loading screen. And
Oh, I don't know.
And I have no way out other than to not stop the stream because I can't get out of the screen without closing my application.
Right. So I don't know if you want to.
I can
close
wait
the app.
I can wait this out maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and quickly try and fix this so we can get something set up.
Oh, Battlefield. Okay.
As Scuba says in the comment section, RIP Battlefield. There's a very accurate comment.
Absolutely. Okay, everybody. I'm unfortunately at this point I'm just gonna have to turn it off. There's no way I'm getting out of this at this point. So, we'll basically see. I think this will be the end of the stream, and we'll hold whatever team accountable for whatever happens. But thank you all so much for watching this very hectic stream. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz. We will be back at some point, maybe with these teams again, maybe with different teams. Either way, my name is Catalyst. I've been with Legit. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your night.